Hello, hey, hi. You are listening to UW Comedy Hour on Rainy Dog Radio. UW Comedy Hour airs every Saturday at noon, available on rainydawg.org. If you can't listen in at noon, go to UW Comedy Club's YouTube channel to see older radio episodes and full performances from club members. To hear more, you can follow Rainy Dog on Instagram at rainydawgdog. UW Comedy Club is the best and only stand-up comedy club at UW. To hear more from us, including performer highlights, show schedules, and meeting links, follow us on Instagram at UW Comedy Club. We have meetings every Wednesday at 6:30 where there is absolutely no experience required. So go find a deep hole, fall dead asleep in it, and wake up in our club meeting. This upcoming Friday, April the 23rd, UW Comedy Club is going to be hosting our non-award-winning show, TED Mocks. And here in the Not Studio today, we have our resident psychosexual political guru to talk about it, Tyler Trolson.
Hello! I'm very happy to be here.
Happy to have you. So Tyler, what is TED Mocks?
TED Mocks is a very educational show. It's very informed with the grind that the students at the University of Washington do. But they have a hunger for knowledge. So we like to give it to that. Oh, that's
it's all about learning. It's all about growth. It's all about feeding that hunger.
Yes, they will take it. No, and an exam will be done at the show. Yeah, it's a really fun show. It's very similar to what we're seeing on social media, but I like to think that we're the trendsetters. We've started it. You know, when you see on like TikTok, people doing those presentations with friends nights, it's very similar, except they copied us.
Yes, they copied us.
Yeah, it's a wide array. You don't really know what you're going to see when you go to a TED Mock show. You might see like an instruction manual of how to eat like a Lay's potato chip bag, or you might hear about like a startup company that one of the club members wants to present to the public.
Step 1, dump out all the chips.
Yes. Put face in them.
Tyler, do you have any favorite TED Mock show you've seen in the past? Because like you've seen the previous shows.
Yes, I saw TED Mocks when it was done in person. So I know what
the 4 times.
Yes, I think one of the top ones that I've ever seen was last year's Master Class Holes. Was Bean's Master Class Hole on baby hell. That was probably one of the great things I've ever seen in my life. And just an information video of what is baby hell, who goes to baby hell. Some of our previous members, Jack and Apurv, did a presentation on their startup company. I think it was like Meet Yeet Yeet or something.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Bible 2.
No,
other startup
Bible, that was one. Yeah, they also have done ones on Bible too. Yeah, there have been many. I can't. They're just because they're so like out there that it's hard to remember what exactly one was. I remember. One of our club members was doing like talking about famous people, and she called Kim Kardashian Kim Kardashian, and called Elon Musk Ellen, which is perfect. So it lives in my head still. 2 years since.
For interested listeners, if you want some Baby Hell merchandise, we have a Redbubble. So go buy some Baby Hell stickers, some paperweights, some wall metal hangings. We're making no money off of this. We just, like, Baby Hell became so mimetic in comedy club stuff. Because, like, we met over the summer, and basically all we would do is, like, ask if anyone had written jokes. We haven't. And then... and then just play Jackbox for an hour. And Baby Hell was the one. Baby Hell was the winner.
Yes, Baby Hell, and then a close second was Gandhi in Hell.
Yeah, we had to forcibly retire Gandhi in Hell.
Yeah, apparently Gandhi was in Hell the entire time.
Yeah, we had to retire that one.
Yeah. There's a lot. There was a lot that happened over the summer. A lot of cyberbullying.
Oh God, some poor strangers in an all bad cards meeting.
Oh God.
We accidentally made it. I don't, because I wasn't involved. I was just, I just watched. But we accidentally made an open room in all bad cards and thought someone was trying to like troll in, that they were just putting in random codes for rooms. And I think our fearless leaders, Tyler and Bean, cyberbullied them away.
Yeah,
Poor
it was
Nikki.
bad.
Hashtag Team
The
Nikki.
person's name was Nikki, and if you're listening, Nikki, we're sorry. We are very sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, that is
Tyler,
10 bucks. And if for more information, please go to our Instagram page, UW Comedy Club, and you
yes,
should find out some more information. And if you're
go
interested in
follow.
possibly being a part of it, please come to club meetings. They're at 6:30 on Wednesdays, and you can try out whatever you want. And we are so for new people. We love new people. We
Oh, we
hate old
fucking
people.
love
Do you?
crusty.
The crusty, put them in a home.
I couldn't have asked for a better plug. So
Yes.
Tyler, what made you get into comedy?
Well, I always thought it was funny as a kid. I did. I can always make people. I can always make people laugh. And yeah, it's just a skill of mine. No, I've always also liked performing since I was a
Mhm.
kid. I'm a Virgo, but with like Leo energy, so I am addicted to attention.
Am I gonna be
So
kicked out of the
I'm a
gay
Leo
club because I
rising,
don't know what
so
that
it does make
mad?
sense.
I
Yeah.
don't.
We're adding
Okay.
astrology into the mix right
Uh.
now. But no, I always loved performing, and I've always loved making people laugh and things like that.
Mhm.
So it was just awesome coming into comedy club. I remember I went to the Dog Day show on during Dog Days my freshman year, and I was like, I saw what the people were doing, all these amazing shows, and I just kind of wanted to like try it out. I already had experience in public speaking with like speeches and things like that, but I've
Mhm.
never actually really had much comedic
Mhm.
experience and things like that outside of like class presentations that
Mhm.
I would for some reason make funny. So I wanted to try that out, and then I had to wait a quarter because I had some prior commitments during club time, my autumn quarter here at the university. But then I joined winter for my freshman year, and I have been at almost every single Wednesday since, still at comedy club, and it's probably one of the best parts of college. Like I'll look back on.
One of the mainstays. Now, I feel like I did the same thing where I went to a Dog Day show and I was like, wow, that looks cool, and then waited a year before I actually went in. But yeah, it's a great time. You need no experience. Go find a deep hole and follow the link tree on our Instagram for show links or
Yes.
meeting links too.
Yeah. And I find it funny
Yeah.
that every time we kind of like at the end of the year and we say goodbye to a club
Mhm.
member, everyone's biggest regret in comedy club is not coming earlier.
Exactly. Every single time. Like almost everyone I've talked to has been like, "Oh yeah, I saw a poster. I held on to it for months." Cuz like comedy club especially during quarantine has been like, and even especially before anyways, it's been honestly the like best part of college for me.
Yes. And even during COVID, comedy club has
Yes.
been one of the things that saved my ass when I was at home with
Yes.
my family. Like having the ability, just like see friends and see
Mhm.
people that just want to laugh for an hour during this
Mhm.
fucking awful time, and just like make jokes and everything has just been always a great source of
It's
like
been so
emotional
good.
support.
I know. It's just great people in the club. And like it's so different telling jokes over Zoom or like trying to tell jokes over Zoom. It's still fun, but it's a different experience, I would say. And honestly, like we have like freshman members who've joined up. I'm going to be talking
Yes.
to some of them in later episodes, but I just hope that they like stick around long enough to actually be able to like get in-person shows and like in-person meetings so they can know why we hate the dentistry club
Yes.
for having the room before us almost every single meeting, buying 5 pizzas, eating half of one, and then throwing them away in front of
And
us.
leaving the door open so
Yes,
everyone could smell it. And it
so they
wasn't.
could waft out the scent.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just us that hated them. There was other there was classes going on that had to smell that. Like what fucking like you would think that maybe another comedic club at this university is our biggest enemy in a way. No, it's you fucking dentist club. We're coming for you. We remember we remember everything you've done to us.
Rainy Dog Radio and UW Comedy Club does not support that message. Tyler,
Also,
you're
when we're
reaching
talking
a
about like
one.
yeah, UW Comedy Club being like a great way of emotional support. Like, UW Comedy Club is the number one source of mental health resources for students at the university.
Yeah, because we send out more than one email a month.
Yeah.
Every time I see those emails where it's like, what you can do for your mental health, I'm like, bitch, if you tell me to drink any more water, I'm gonna lose it.
What you can do for mental health: join UW Comedy Club.
Oh god, we should try and get Anna to plug us.
Yes. Oh my god.
uh, so, like, you always said you were funny, but do you have any comedians that not you look up to, but that you like, and like, what do you like about them?
For sure. I practically grew up watching Jim Gaffigan. My
Mm-hmm.
family loves him. I've probably seen his special Beyond the Pale at least 100 times. Like, and every time I watch it, it still makes me laugh like it's the first time.
Oh
I
my
think
god.
his ability in transitions in
Mm-hmm.
comedy is just one of the greatest of all time, of being able to
Mm-hmm.
just like tell such like different stories but never ever
Mm-hmm.
have like that awkward transition in his sets or in his
Mm-hmm.
shows. Like one moment he's talking about like Disneyland, and the next he's like talking about like his wife having brain cancer, and like you would feel like it's not even like he just was like, oh yeah, my wife has brain cancer, like just perfect transition in there. And also just great, like his voice work I think is amazing,
Mm-hmm.
especially like his little high voice that he does throughout his shows is really great.
Yes.
um I really loved, I think one of, I know he's controversial. I did really love, I still sometimes do love Bill Maher and his new rules,
Mm-hmm.
being as someone that like a big thing of mine is like political comedy. I
Mm-hmm.
think he is really great on like being, taking controversial topics and being able to like look into insight onto it, and then
Mm-hmm.
also be like really good with timing and like zingers and things like that. While sometimes, well, most of the time, punching up is great to do. Like that kind of was showed a great way and it was a good inspiration. Um, and you know, everyone loves John Mulaney.
Oh
Like
yeah.
his ability to just tell stories in such intense detail is just amazing. And
Mm-hmm.
I think also Hannibal Buress and his just like, I'm not, I have a very, I'm very animated. I'm very energetic, and he is not, and like as a performer. And but just like, I think it's just his like funny stuff, like his
Mm-hmm.
reactions to things was just so funny. Getting mundane things. Yeah, I just bombarded with a lot of comedians right now, but yeah, they're
All
all
hits.
inspiration. This all male assortment is an inspiration.
No, so I recorded Nick's episode of this yesterday, and he
Mhm.
literally brought up Jim Gaffigan Beyond the Pale and said the same thing you did.
Yes.
No matter how many times you laugh, you keep, or no matter how many times you watch, like it keeps being funny. That's the same experience I had. Like that was the first comedian that like I remember like watching all the way through. Like him and Jim Brewer. Do you know him? He's like an
I'm a Jim
older
Brewer.
SNL alumni.
I
He
wish
is
I
like
did.
he
What
has.
year
I
is he
think
on?
he has
Oh,
a "This Isn't Happening" bit on YouTube about him calling in a Sears bombing as the dictator of Libya when he was
oh,
working at Sears.
oh my
It's a really
god.
good one. I'd suggest it. But like those, and he's super animated, does a lot of character work and voices, and like can do
Mhm.
transitions like that. It's a great time. Yeah.
I also want to say I'm so sorry. If I could not, that I left SNL out of the conversation.
Oh yeah.
SNL, like God, like Kristen Wiig, just all of
Oh.
Kristen Wiig, all of Rachel McKinnon.
Mm-hmm.
These women are just like shining pedestals of comedy in my
Mm-hmm.
life,
Mm-hmm.
and just like their character work, their ability to just like not break in many situations
Mm-hmm.
is just an
It's
inspiring
so
thing.
strong.
They're such,
No.
they're on that grind. They just,
Uh-huh.
and they do so much.
Constantly. And like I feel like SNL has phases where it's good, where it's bad. I
Oh
think we're in a
yeah.
good tick right now.
I don't. I don't want to be
Really?
mad at this. I don't like.
Huh?
I'm still mad about that. Like I am, as I said, I love political comedy. I really
Mm.
think that they did not use the 2020 election as good as they could have. My favorite season of all time is the 2016 election season, and then the aftermath of it. Like I remember,
Mhm.
I watched every single week that season, and there was no time that season that I thought that there was an episode that was like not that good. And it was like
Mhm.
all of their cold opens were on point, all like in almost most of their skits. Like there was not one that I thought that is bad. I thought all of them were great that season. And I just haven't been feeling that this season so far.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Once like we went fully into quarantine, I basically stopped watching all political comedy. Like
Yeah.
I before quarantine and like before 2016 even, I would watch a lot of John Oliver, a lot of The Daily Show, and a
Mhm.
lot of Stephen Colbert and Seth Meyers, like all the time.
Yeah.
And then once we went into quarantine, it's like, oh, I can't handle this. I don't want to like not
Yeah.
only be faced with like, oh, this feels like pointless and crushing, but also I
Mhm.
can't go outside anymore.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I made a choice to just not engage. Like I think I hung on with John Oliver the longest, but eventually I just had to tap out. I think he's described his own show as like depressing math, where it gets to the point where it's like I need outside influence to counter that.
Yeah. I watched a lot of old stuff when we weren't
Hmm.
into quarantine. Yeah, I was the same. I could not listen to like things that were going on
Hmm.
currently, just
Yep.
because everything sucked when this all
I
started.
know it's bad.
Um, yeah, it all got bad, and then I couldn't laugh at the bad. I had to laugh at old things that were bad because that got me through it.
Yeah. It's like,
Also,
wasn't the Clinton administration fucked up? Haha.
I watched a lot of Bravo, a lot of Housewives during that quarantine time, and that got me through it. And every time I would watch it, I'd be like, "Why are they wearing masks? Why are they at a restaurant? What's going on?"
Oh, so you're one of those.
Yeah, no, it does. I imagine, like, if you watch a movie right now, and you like, and it's like from a few years ago, you're like, "Why the hell are they all in a group? Why is there
Hmm.
20 people in that room? What is wrong with
Why
you?"
are there so many people like shoulder to shoulder? You
Yeah.
can't do this.
Oh God.
Don't you guys know how gross this is? But I wasn't saying one of those like a masker. I'm obviously pro mask.
Yeah.
I was saying one of those as in you watch Housewives? You're one
Yeah.
of those guys?
I am one of the. I Nothing fills my heart up more than white women drunk. It's special.
You know, when you phrase it that way, it does sound like medieval. Like
Yeah.
instead of someone trying to fight a bear hand to hand, it's like we got these two women drunk on cheap white wine,
Yeah.
and we're gonna see what the fuck they do.
Hey, when you're living in a society where everything is politicized, sometimes I just like watching two white women argue about a dog adoption.
And that's
And
valid. That's so
yes,
valid. I
and I
take back
I
my shit
also
talking
like
tone.
I've always done this with movies too. Like I feel like I insert myself in like if I was there, this is what I would have done. And like that's what I do with the Housewives. I'm like, okay, like I was watching season 8 of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and I was just like, Dorit, Teddy, like if I just can't, like we did a mediation meeting and we just talked about it honestly, like we could do this.
I was just
Like,
about to ask when you insert yourself in Housewives, are you like, hey guys, let's all get along? Or are you trying to like stir up more
no,
shit?
no, I'm
You're all
like,
about conflict mediation. You're all about
yeah,
ending the episode.
I don't like when like my favorite housewives are like under like they're attacked by the group. I'm like,
Hey girls,
no.
we're fighting.
I know. I'm always like, you do get into teams. And the last big one on like Housewives, there was like the on Beverly Hills, there was like all of the group, and then one of the Housewives LVP. And if she ever listens to this LVP, I don't really like you. And I've never really liked you. So like, I really loved watching like your downfall that season, and
Taking a
then the
lot
fact
of
that you're
big
also like, yeah,
swings.
I don't miss you.
I'll make sure I forward this to her publicist. Maybe you get famous on Twitter.
Yeah. And it's okay. Like I get it. Like not every like but we're both Virgos, so like I can see your game. I saw through your game some of the time. But like I got mad respect that you did stay on for that long and you were able to get away with so much stuff. So I can say
It
that.
sounds like Housewives is just Survivor, but like the games are secret.
Yes.
They don't tell you when they're playing them, they just start playing them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They
Ugh.
and it's like some of these women. I'm like, God, you should work in defense and shit like that. Like the way that you like manipulate people to like be on your side is just amazing. I don't know how you do
Top
it.
tier.
Yeah. And if Lisa Renna, if you're listening, I love you. I love
What?
you,
No
Renna.
one's listening, Tyler. I don't
They
know
will.
what
They
reach
will one day.
one day.
Yeah, one
They'll
day.
look back.
They'll be on our YouTube channel.
Reflecting back on this.
What did this 21-year-old college gay say about me in 2021?
Well, speaking of that, we're going to leave on Tyler's visions of grandeur. And when we get
Yes.
back, I'm going to be quizzing the Tyler to see if he gets to keep his LGBT card. The song we're about to play is Tyler's pick, and you know what? My endorsement. I'm a fan of 100 Gex, unironically, and this is just that, but a little bit more. You're going to be listening to Wanda's Cunty Vision. We'll be back. And we're back. That was Wanda's Cunty Vision by Ocean Kelly on SoundCloud. Tyler, you were recently saying that you came out to your parents. Since I've been told by all media around gay people for almost all time, once they stop just outright demonizing us, that coming out is the most important thing you do, and that you only have to do it once, and then it's easy forever all the time. How'd that go? You want to talk about that?
It went very good. I always remember it. I'll always kind of look back on it on laughing away.
Mhm.
I was coming home for my mom's birthday that week. Her birthday was the day before, and we had a club meeting that night, and I actually called from my car when I was driving down.
Oh God, I remember
It was
that.
that night. Yeah. God, that was not safe. I just like showed up at home, and we got pizza, and I picked it up, and I brought it home, and we were just like sitting at the table, and we were laughing. The whole family was there.
Mhm.
And I was just like, ugh. Like, I had also seen like this TikTok from a few weeks ago. I'm a very big American Horror Story fan.
Mhm.
And there was like this one TikTok that I saw, and it was just like, what changed what I'm not after watching American Horror Story, and then did straight. And I just really wanted to post that, but we had like I wanted to give my family like the respect of being me, being able to tell it to their face, and not just like them finding out on social media. I wanted to give them the respect of that. So that was just like in my head. I was just sitting in my family, and I was just thinking of like, I just sometimes want to post like funny TikToks and things like that about being part of the community. And I just been wanting to say it for the last few years. And then I was just like, I was so tired at this point. I was like, oh God, almost like a lot of people, like a lot of my college friends know, just my family's the last ones. And then I just was sitting there, and I was just like, okay, I'm going to say something serious. I'm a member of the LGBTQ community. And then my family was like, oh, okay.
That's the exact same response I got from my mom. My dad was like, yeah, that makes sense. Or no, what he fucking said, he's like, called it. Which, thanks.
I wanted my family to have done that. They were like, my dad was like, I'm kind of shocked right now. And I was like, really?
They know you. They grew up with you.
Bitch, like, have you not been watching me like learn Mamma Mia and watch Housewives for the past year? And you're like, that boy is straight?
You've not seen the Everything About Me?
Yeah. I danced to Single Ladies in front of the entire town when I was 18 years old. Like, I have been obsessed with Beyonce since I was 16. Like, not saying that Beyonce makes you gay.
Yeah. Okay, obviously. We're going to make a lot of fun inter-community jokes. Don't take this as fucking any queer theory. We don't know. We're just two college queers who like to make jokes. So please don't.
We're going to take over the world, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Obviously. Yeah, but funny that you say, like, I wanted to give them respect of, like, saying it to their face. I made a Twitter account explicitly to not have to do that for my mom.
Oh.
I made some sideways joke about, like, thanks, comics, for turning me gay. Because that's a whole thing from the past. Then I went prom dress shopping, bought a fake, like, septum ring, said, like, I think I might want to wear this to prom. She whipped around and was like, what, are you some sort of les now? And then I went into my room. And then we like talked about it after we had cooled down a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But now I always look back, and I'll be like, yeah, I really did that the day after my mom's 56th birthday. I was just like, hey, I am not straight.
I mean, at some point, like I also get like coming out of like, I just don't want to like keep it a secret anymore because it's exhausting at some point.
It is.
It's just like, God. I just want to make jokes about it, and I don't want anyone to like be surprised. At this point, like living in college, I just go about my day assuming everyone can tell.
Yeah.
And then fixing it as it goes along.
Jesus, my bullies knew in middle school.
No, yep. When I came out to my friends in high school, all they said was like, "Oh, you make sense now." I'm like, "Okay." One, rude. You're supposed to shower me with love and money. Two, I got no gifts. Two, if you knew about that, you should have told me something. Could have saved me a lot of time.
I swear to God, this happened at the 8th grade celebration on the last day of middle school. A girl walked up to me, and she was like, "Are you gay?" And I was like, in my pauses, it's like, no, why would you ask that? And she was like, oh, dang, I wanted to be a gay best friend. And I was like,
Ugh.
no. Like, I was
See,
14 and I knew that shit
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
outdated already.
That's one of the few benefits we leses have. Fucking
Yeah.
no straight girls want that from us. Oh,
Yeah.
delightful. Not my job. All right. Now, you may have just been on a long path of introspection and self discovery, but we all know that that's bullshit and that your real identity is determined by an arbitrary quiz.
Yes.
All right. This game, Tyler, is
Many of
called.
my, oh, sorry. Many of
Go.
my identities were made by BuzzFeed.
No, they are the arbiter of our lives. You're so right.
Yeah.
You're so right. All hail the feed. Tyler, this game is called Are They, a Sailor?
Oh. Are they part of
I'm
the Navy?
I'm gonna give you a word, and you're gonna have to guess if it's gay slang or a boat word.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. The first one is polari.
I'm going to say gay.
Ooh, you're right. Okay. Polari was the secret code language of British gays when it was illegal to be gay in Britain. And it's a bunch of
Oh.
loan words. If you've read A Clockwork Orange, you've probably read some polari. A lot of it's been adapted into like regular, not just gay slang, but like English.
Oh.
All right, that's one. I'm not keeping count
Like
of points
Harry
because
and
they don't
Meghan
fucking
and
matter.
Larry.
Yeah. Correct, that whole accent.
That's not even British. I don't know what that was.
All right, the next one, Bristol fashion.
I will say boat.
Boat! Oh my god, I thought this was going to be harder. It basically means ship shape, so operating
Oh.
condition. Yeah.
My Bristol fashion. I do. My family does have a sailboat, so.
Ah, shit. I should have asked. I didn't know you were
It is the
I didn't
Bristol
know you were
fashion.
upper middle
Yeah.
class.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Okay, ribbon clerk.
Oh. Okay. This is hard.
I know it's supposed to be. It only gets harder.
I'm gonna say boat.
No, it's gay. Ribbon
Dang.
clerk is from the 1970s. It means a homosexual with a desk job.
Oh. That was my
I know.
that was my job last summer. Then as an intern.
Kind of delightful, specific term. A lot of those terms were sexual that I saw in that dictionary, so I did not add them. Gotta make this a straight, safe space.
Yes.
Next, flagging.
Oh, that has to be gay.
Yes, it's gay. It's based on like when the outside still existed in the before times, you'd go to clubs cruising, and based on where you put hankies in the hanky code, a lot of words being thrown out. It's basically showing what you want or what you can give. All right. Next, 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, that's boat.
So I thought that was going to be the hard one. That is boat. It's
I
when
feel
all
like I've
the
heard it. I don't know why, but I feel like I've heard that.
It is a sailboat term. It's when all the sails are loose and you can't go anywhere.
Yes.
Basically, you're just wandering aimlessly. Okay, next. Flying colors.
Shit. I will say again boat.
Boat. Oh my god, I was excited about that one.
That's
means
that you can you can see like the flag. And then but I was thinking in my head, I was thinking like because we say that like you pass with flying colors.
Mm-hmm.
So I just was like, you don't really take a test to be gay.
Except
not
right now.
Not now.
Except right now and all of those Am I a Lesbian quizzes I took.
Yeah. Am I gay?
Quick side note, if you type into Google, am I a lesbian? The answer is yes.
I remember like the queer meters and things like that I remember taking those tests. Like, I like men, the looks of men.
If you have to ask the internet, the answer is yes.
Yes.
You know it in your heart. Okay. Next one, Bonaparle.
Gay.
Gay, yes. It's a polari term that for talk, for patter. For more learning, because like you said before, we love learning. Watch TED Mocks this Friday.
It sounds like a term in Pirates of the Caribbean. There's parlay, but
because parlay is a pirate word, but because we love learning, watch TED Mocks this Friday. Bona Tovada means it's been good talking to you.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, next. Ready to tack.
Oh, that has to be a boat, right?
It's boat, yeah. Changing direction. It's another sailboat term. You should have told me you were upper middle
Yeah.
class.
I
I
actually
mean, you
knew
talk
that.
about Disney a lot, but
I know we do talk a lot. Yeah, you couldn't do like a Disney question because I would have aced that shit. But yeah, I have multiple parts of my identity, and apparently boats is one of them.
we're finding new facets every single time. You know, you're not just a comedian, you're not just part of the community, you're also a boatman.
My dad made my
A
sister and
seaman,
I.
perhaps.
Yeah, my dad, when I was like 11 or 12, my dad made my sister and I spend a week of our summer going to sail classes, and it was really it was like good in the end. Like look, like it was a fun time
Yeah.
actually. My sister and I though, like we didn't pay attention the first day because it was like 3 p.m. we had to get there. It was hot. It was like August,
Mhm.
and it was God. It was so hot that day, and we were just like sitting in this boathouse as they're talking about all this boring sailing shit, and then they're like, "Okay, now we're gonna let you go out to the water," and then my sister and I get into like this training sailboat, and we're literally like 30 seconds out from the dock, and then we start singing, I'm sailing away. And then immediately 10 seconds later, we capsized. And that was probably one of the scariest moments of my life of just like, we did not pay attention. We didn't know what to do.
Oh
And then
god.
we were traumatized for the rest of the night. Like I remember sitting on the dock the rest of that day, and then I did learn how to eventually sail. I probably have forgotten at this point, but you know what? Those key terms must still be in my head.
God, the emotional roller coaster of like feeling so confident you're singing.
Yeah, no, that's just
It
my
just
family just sings. My sister's a god awful singer. Like, oh, you want if you ever hear it, you will be like, oh yeah, I get it.
Oh god, a lot of sister hate on UW Comedy Hour. Okay, I
Yeah.
have one last quiz question for you.
Okay.
Okay, brace yourself. Batten down the
Gay.
hatches.
Gay. Brace
Okay.
yourself, gay.
Runny, red, and ready to crow.
Oh, that's gay.
It's fake. I made it up.
That
But
should be a new one,
right?
though.
I'd be good at this. I don't know who they go to for their main gay lingo, but it should be me.
I can just imagine like the gay bar, like once COVID's over, the gay bars are like opening night, and then like the DJ just yells like, what was that exactly?
Runny, red, and ready to crow.
Runny red and ready to crow, and then just like like swarms of gay people come onto the scene, like they're blasting Chromatica.
I
And
am seeing a drag queen dressed as a bird drop from the ceiling zipline style.
oh yeah, that'd be
Tyler,
good.
you don't know the torture it is of turning 21 in quarantine,
I
living in the
do.
city with one of the last, I wasn't done, living in the city with one of the last surviving lesbian bars and not being able to go to it.
Ugh. Better than being in a hotel room taking Jello shots with your family. 'Cause
I
that's
mean, yeah, that is pretty bad. I did get slammed with a friend and we watched a Rocky Horror Picture Show, though.
oh nice.
So I feel like that hits quota. That hits quota. Okay.
That does hit quota.
I didn't keep track of your points because it doesn't fucking matter.
I only missed
What?
one.
Oh.
Oh, I kept.
Yeah, you're captain of the queers, Tyler. That's what that means. Are you ready for this responsibility?
Yes, I am. Get on my
None of
boat.
them agree. One of my friends got embroiled in some like deep, deep Tumblr drama in 2014 that they still get comments about. And it's the most like incomprehensible, like, I don't think allosexuals are valid. It's like, I don't know what that word means. Please don't talk
Like in
like
my head, I'm just like, do they like aloe? Like aloe vera?
yeah, they love the juice, but just brain poison people just going on like you. I hope you can hear the hesitancy in me in saying brain poison because I feel that, but I just feel like if I say the words out loud they will come and attack me even though I'm like the least online I can be right now.
Yeah. They'll find you. They'll send you letters.
uh, they'll send me a pigeon. The pigeon will be carrying a knife.
Just like that picture, like that meme of Miley Cyrus looking up with the gun. That's what I would get. It's like, shit, I'll back off now.
Absolutely horrifying. Yeah, I made one spicy Zack Snyder tweet on a Twitter I had for a few weeks and then had to firebomb it. Had to just carpet bomb that account.
Oh,
Distance myself.
it was scorched earth Twitter tactic.
Salted earth, don't want it. I'm
Yeah.
leaving. If I wanted just a group of strangers to be angry at me, I'd just try and drive. Like,
Yeah.
but
I've been meaning. We forgot to talk about it at meeting, but
mm,
the Zack Snyder cut did come out, and apparently it's good.
I
Like what?
know. That's what I've heard. And you know what that means for me? It means because I have comic book friends, one comic book friend, and
Yeah.
I now, out of love and obligation for him, I have to watch 7 hours of Justice League.
Yeah. I couldn't even make it through the first two. Like that was. I think I got chlamydia from that.
Just poisoned.
Yeah.
Like, it's something that I just need to do. You know, at this point, it just feels like, yeah, I don't. It. I'm looking at it like, yeah, my foot's rotting with gangrene, and like, I don't want to cut it off, but I need to,
Yeah.
or else.
You're free to call. Just we need to cut that bitch off.
What do you have against Frida Kahlo?
No, I mean she had gangrene teeth,
Oh
not
shit!
teeth, feet.
Okay.
Shit. They took out her teeth.
Oh, poor Frida.
For freedom.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Rest in power. That lesbian icon or whatever. Pansexual? I don't know.
Who knows? It's so crazy. Like taking all of these new words. A lot of them are like, some of them are good. Some of them are in development.
Yeah.
And then applying them to the past, where it's like so much of like polarity was invented because it was illegal to be gay anywhere in Britain.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what it was. So much was like the living space and the community is distinctly different.
Yeah.
In such a short amount of time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Brits. Just gotta say, I'm calling out Britain. Like,
oh yeah,
really, I'm not real happy with you right now because I was really grinding with homework last quarter, and I was doing really well, staying motivated. And then you had to like be racist to Meghan Markle, and then she did that Oprah interview and then it was released the week of the week 10. And of course, then my obsession with the royal family came back, and so like definitely I procrastinated on some finals that I shouldn't have, and at least I got good grades. But like, not happy that that stress didn't have to happen. And
so what I'm hearing is it's the Queen's fault.
Yeah, the Queen, your racism caused me to have procrastination. So I demand an apology.
Personal,
and I know you're listening to this.
If anyone has contacts, let's do that. But
yeah, Buckingham Palace is an avid listener.
Just the Queen, and those corgis.
She's sitting at Philip's bedside right now. Just
God, I found a playlist on Spotify that had to be renamed because it was not comfortable with the name, but it's songs that would kill Prince Philip immediately.
Oh, yeah, those are good memes.
All bangers. All bangers.
One of my favorite ones was like a sip of McDonald's Sprite. That was, yeah.
A single sip.
A single sip.
If Dorian Electra made eye contact with him for too long.
Walking into a Walmart. I gotta say, I did go to Walmart recently to go buy some new appliances because Walmart does have some good kitchen stuff. I gotta say, plugging Walmart for a second. But while I was there, I saw 8 different ways to wear a mask, and all of them were incorrect.
Oh, good times! All of them wrong. Yeah.
Like, thank God I had the vaccine at that point. Like, oh. Now the CDC should do like recommendations, like people fully vaccinated can officially go to Walmart.
I want my Dolly juice so bad, but like I'm not working and I'm not doing anything to deserve the Dolly juice, which is the Moderna vaccine. because I can't. I realize that because I've just been living with like me and my roommates for so long, where we've just been like boiling down all of our words and all of our references to each other for so
Yeah.
long, where I can't just go on my cohort's Discord page and say, "Congratulations on your dolly juice." That's nothing. That's nonsense.
Yeah.
And just like with fucking Runny Red Ready to Crow, all
Yeah.
my life I've just been making up words, and I have some friends who are cool with it, and I have some friends where it's like "Stay Frosty" means fucking nothing, Bella. I like to think I'm a literary icon. Shakespeare made up words and no one cared, so
Did you actually are Shakespeare reincarnated? And I know Shakespeare, you're listening to this right now.
they're all listening. It's all tuned in. I mean,
Oh,
I think if I was a ghost, I'd like to keep in. No, that's incorrect. If I'm a ghost, I don't want to know what anyone's saying about me at all points.
oh, I really like. I hope if there is a heaven, I go to, or if like if hell's cool and it's not like awful, that it's like if it's partying for like people that have sinned, like I'll
Yeah,
go there.
if we get Lil Nas Hell, I'm down for it.
Yes, if it's Lil Nas Hell, then I'll go. But like I would love a few like centuries after I die, like I'll come back as a ghost. Like that'd be so fucking cool. I have also like that'd be cool to come back as a ghost, but also like a ghost in like a romantic movie, like that's really cool. Like,
Oh my
have you ever
god.
seen the movie like Safe Haven, which is like just a Nicholas Sparks generic movie?
No, I haven't.
Like at the end, a spoiler alert, you realize that like the neighbor was actually the male romantic interest, like his ex, his
Oh my god, I know what you're talking about.
his past wife who had died of cancer, and like she was like the neighbor to the girl that fall in love with him, and like that would be so cool to come back as a ghost like that. Like I can just imagine me like coming back and like being in like a residence hall at UW, and there's like a kid, like my roommate is like really unsure about himself, and I like help him go through, and at the end of the movie like he's so assured and he's like comfortable with himself, and then like he's like turning in the key and move out, and he's like, oh yeah, my roommate will be bringing back the key, and then like they're like, what roommate? He's like, oh yeah, Tyler, and then like an old woman will just peer on the picture
You know
and
those
be
old
like,
women they just have in the dorm
like,
rooms?
and she'll be like, Tyler's been dead for 20 years.
She's also a cartoon witch.
Yeah, and then like I do like a narrated, and then the
Yeah.
film goes to white. Like that's what I imagine. If I
That's a
were
good. I was about to talk shit about like how undertapped the ghosts and romantic comedy market is, but
yes,
there's at least two of them. Tyler, have you seen Last Christmas?
I have read the synopsis. I have not
It
seen it,
is
but I know
weirdly
what happened.
really good.
It is.
For a Christmas movie starring Daenerys Targaryen
Yeah,
as a Christmas elf, uh that's
down
based
from like.
on, oh god, George Michael music. Like that's the core of the film. It's weirdly really good.
Wow. Okay. I wasn't gonna watch it, but now I'll give it a shot next Christmas. I will do it.
Now just bring back the winter cheer of living in darkness. Now
Yes.
that we finally have sunlight at 8 p.m.
Oh my god, I love it. I'm so happy. I'm still like my sleep schedule is still hardwired the other way. Like I'm
uh,
going to bed at 10. What the fuck is this
Baby
bullshit?
narc.
I got up
You
at
really
9.
are an R. You really are an RA.
I know, it was gross. I'm gonna bed for 1 tonight though, so
uh, how is it being an RA during quarantine? That's the second pencil I've dropped during this recording.
it's been good. I don't know if I can say anything
Oh
based on
yeah.
like protocol and like expectations. But you know, residents are being residents,
Okay.
and
I'm gonna topic pivot for your benefit.
yeah. But it's fun. I will say I like being an RA. Always has its perks, and there's always more good things than bad things in the position. I will say.
We love HFS. Um Gonna pivot for your sake.
For my housing.
Yes, you can keep that cushy room. I see you've got those fairy lights up.
Yeah, because we know all the supervisors in HFS are listening.
Because we know they're listening.
Yeah,
They're all listening. They can feel it.
all eyes on us.
God. Oh, this was about to say. I think, God, I'm stealing this joke from someone. I think it's John Mulaney. But hell is just a place where you can hear what everyone said to you or about you behind your back. I was
Oh,
thinking about this today. Like, there's always going to be people who dislike what you make. Like, there's always going to be someone who's like just hates you. But
yes.
like, actually finding people who like your content is way more difficult. Like, no matter what you
Yeah.
do, there's always going to be people who's just like, I'm going to spend 40 minutes of my single human life doing this.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I on TikTok a few months ago, I made a few TikToks that actually got a few thousand likes.
Oh my
Don't,
god.
but like I remember when it first happened, like there was people in the it was political, of
Mm-hmm.
course. And there was people in the comments like not really attacking me, but like having like debates in the comments. I was like, what
Yeah.
is going on? Like, find some other shit to do.
Yeah, it's always it's so funny seeing that happening because like on the spicy Zack Snyder tweet, like I made it and then just left it, and then there were people like arguing for and against me because it came in waves because everyone was awake and then India woke up and India has a lot of Zack Snyder fans. Good for Zachy, but it's so like, oh, I don't even care this much, and you're the one who's arguing for me.
Yeah, that's weird. That is
Yeah,
just
it's
weird.
I we can't literally say go outside, but learn to knit. Yarn's
Yes.
pretty cheap.
Go on a run. Go on a walk. Go breathe air.
Go breathe air, go look at a bird and
Yes.
not think.
Have those moments in the movie Soul when like you're Tina Fey inhabiting what is his name? Jamie, can't remember his name.
I can't
Uh
help you, I haven't seen Soul.
yeah. With like her in this body and then like I'm ready to live now. Go have that moment. Go live.
It's Disney, it's boats
Disney
in
boats.
one person. Disney on
Yes.
a boat.
She's beauty, she's grace.
She's
Maybe
Mickey.
she,
Really,
maybe she's
literally
one with it.
Steamboat Mickey.
Yeah, Steamboat Mickey. That's who I am.
Uh, well, you played the song, a remix of WandaVision earlier, but have you been
Yes,
watching it?
I did watch it all. I loved
Oh,
it. It was an
I've heard
amazing
mixed
show.
things. I watched like 3, 4 episodes up until the first one where they like broke the facade of the TV show.
Yeah, I will say the first few episodes were kind of slow, and then it really
Mm.
heated up, and then it got like, this is fucking great, which is what I'm
Yeah,
hoping for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier right
okay.
now because there's still like it's in the lull before like the big shit happens. I'm like, speed it up, come on, let's go.
I really like the TV episode ones because they were just like weird and out there. And
Yeah,
anyone who's recommended me movies knows that I just like weird shit.
yeah. Have you ever watched Becoming John Malkovich?
No, it's been on my short list for a
That's
long
fun.
time. Oh my
I
god, I just
usually
watched The
I
Witch with a friend.
oh
Ugh.
I can't handle like colonial shit. Like I'm like, oh, what about the air conditioning, the heaters?
It's not the horror. It's not the it's not the witching. It's
Not the
the
whiskey eating
scent.
babies. It's the pre modern living. I'm like,
You're just thinking about like, oh, goats smell like shit.
yeah,
You
you must
literally do put
all.
yourself into the world. It's like I just want to bathe.
You're like Anya Taylor Joy. You must smell like shit right now.
So dark. So sorry for you, Anya.
I love you, Anya, but like, God, oh, imagine, oh, that's more scary to me. Oh,
I have a much easier time watching movies than I do watching TV shows. Like I'm clinically bad at like watching TV shows, even if I
mhm.
like it, where it's just like, 30 minutes of a task I enjoy. I have to sit down and give something my full attention
Yeah.
for 30 minutes.
I've always liked just doing work and then having
Mm,
something on in the background. That's what I like to do a lot. Like
mhm.
I finished the OJ Simpson of the American Crime Story last night. Like I watched 5 episodes. I'm just sitting in my room doing like my cover letter. That's what I was doing. Like I fuck with that.
An absolute classic. Just like, oh god, there was a period of which where it's like, yeah, I'm going to be doing my math homework, and also one of the two fire documentaries will be going on in the background.
Yeah. I'm
I
gonna
just
find out what happened at Fire Festival while I do this lab.
I need to know. I mean, like, the chemistry will come, but I need to know about those sandwiches.
Yes. That's
The
why I
pure
miss.
schadenfreude.
I'm a political science and I'm an LSJ major, and
Mhm.
that's like writing homework. I have to have it quiet when I write. That's just like I can't operate with something on in the background when I do that
Mhm.
because I like having full attention. But that's why I miss like math homework because I
Mhm.
could put on a movie in the background. I could put on a comedy show and I could just do my fucking homework. And like that's when like if people talk to me about like movie quotes and things like that, I know so much because I just had stuff on in the background while I did math homework, and I loved doing that.
You were just getting it like by osmosis. You know
Yes,
when like a professor will tell you like, yeah, sleep on your book, you'll just pick it up that way.
yeah.
But it
I
literally worked.
watched Devil Wears Prada so many times while doing math homework. Like that happened a lot during high school.
Oh, I find another thing, it's like when I'm working, I can't watch a new movie. Like I can still like I'll put
True.
on, I don't know, think pieces on YouTube.
Yeah.
Seen
I can listen to
opulence
a
and all,
podcast.
but mhm.
Yeah.
But I can't watch new things. I only have to like rerun the same thing. So,
Yeah.
what are your go-tos for that?
For like good news shows and
Mhm.
things like that.
Oh yeah, new shows you just keep redoing, like Devil Wears
Oh
Prada.
my oh god, I always rewatch like the Avengers cartoons. Love that shit. I did was recently just watching like Arrested Development while I was doing
uh,
homework. That was a good one. I have like
R.I.P. Jessica Walter.
R.I.P. Jessica Walter. I love you. Lucille Booth, one of the
Mm,
greatest comedic like characters in a show ever.
mhm.
Um, I did a lot with Avatar over the last summer. That
Mm.
was a big one. I just kept rewatching it. I'm going on my Netflix right now to see like watch again because I do. I have my I call it my emo movie, which is The Prince of Egypt. I'll watch that
That's
like
your
out of.
emo movie.
I don't know why. Like sometimes I'm just like I'm sad tonight. Let's watch Prince of Egypt.
Oh, that's
Let's watch
okay.
Jews in Egypt like escape enslavement and a fun little musical.
Yeah, you know, some of
um,
the music slaps pretty hard.
yes, I love the movie Madagascar 2: Escape to Africa. Always a great one in the
Classics.
background.
You ever hit the
Julie and
Penguins
Julia
TV
is one
show?
of the greatest movies to have on in the background, but I
Ooh.
don't recommend doing it if you're hungry because that movie is just all about food and you're starving while watching that.
Just incredible food. No, so like my go-tos are classic chick flicks, you know, Silence of the
Mhm.
Lambs, Seven, Fight Club, and
Yes.
Gone Girl. Classic
Oh
chick
my
flicks.
god.
Like, oh, Gone Girl and Nightcrawler. Like all through high school, like my friends and I would like bake cookies or whatever. We'd like make fucking cream puffs for teachers, and we'd always
Yeah.
have Silence of the Lambs going on. So we'd be like making pastry cream while someone's being yelled at in a pit.
With the girls tonight watching.
Just with the girls. One of them's about to get skinned.
Yeah. Oh god, Gone Girl. That monologue in Gone Girl, like
Oh,
Gone Girl in Gone Girl is one of the greatest of all time. I love
I
that.
stand by. I love Gone Girl the book. I love Gone Girl the movie. Like I it's my favorite go-to movie. It's my favorite. I think it's one of my favorite movies, period. It's at least my favorite like adaptation of anything
Yes,
because it's
really
just
great.
done so perfectly.
You know what I just realized is my favorite one to watch?
What?
My favorite go-to movie is the movie that should have won Best Picture. Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs.
Oh
I watched that.
god.
I saw that in theaters with
Oh
my
my god.
grandfather. Like that was just weird thinking back on it. Like, why did Papa take me to go see that movie? Like, and I was like too old to see that when that came out. And I'm 21 years old. I still watch that at least maybe once every two
It's
months.
good. It's so good. Thinking
So
back on
fucking
it,
good.
like you think it'd be something that slips under your radar, but I just keep remembering that kid falling face first into the strawberry side of the Neapolitan ice.
Yes,
Like the snow, the spray on shoes. It's so good.
I kind of quote this in my head in the part where he tries to go destroy the defibrillator thing. He like tried to sneak up on it, and then it just like shoots out corn, and he
Yep.
yells corn. So that
It's
plays in my
good.
head on repeat, just like corn.
It's classic. It's perfect.
It
It's
is.
stuff like that. It's small things like that that always just like rattle around in my brain. Like
It's delicious.
it's corn's good. I'll say it. Comedy club now supported by the corn lobby.
Yes.
But I always get like the dumbest little short thing stuck in my brain. Like I've been watching a lot of like the SNL music videos. And
Oh.
there's one where Regina King eats a whole bag of weed gummy bears and then has to hostage negotiate.
Hmm.
It's great. It's a good time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think one of the best music videos they've ever done was Melania Aid, and it was like
Yes.
Melania like doing "Sorry" by
Uh,
Beyonce to Donald Trump, like perfect. They always
Cecily Strong's absolutely incredible.
yes. Oh God, I'm gonna miss her, but she's still
You'll
here.
miss her.
We're
Yeah, she's
appreciating her
still
while we have
You're talking like she's a dog with cancer.
her. Gotta put her down soon.
No, it's always like SNL cast members leave and they either have like great careers outside or they absolutely disappear.
Yeah.
Or maybe they move into writing, which is basically disappear because you're no longer famous.
Yeah. But then you get like a good movie like Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar, and that's just like amazing.
I've been meaning to watch that for a long time.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies where like I just keep hearing people say that it's super funny and like know
Hmm.
that like, oh, you need to watch it, you need to watch it. It's like, okay, I don't want to learn anything about what's going on.
Yeah.
Because like I don't think movies can be spoiled per se,
Yeah.
but like
My mother calls me Harry Burns. If you know that, he's the when Harry met Sally, it's Billy Crystal's
hmm,
character. And one of his big quotes in the movie is that he likes to read the ending of books before he
hmm.
finishes them, when he starts them. So if he dies, he'll know how it ended. That's what I do with so many books and movies. Like a lot of the time, one time we were seeing the movie The Martian. I went to the
Hmm.
bathroom and I just looked up the rest of the movie because I was like, I need to know what happens. Like I can't be sitting here for 3 hours and not knowing what's gonna happen.
I
And
can't
when
die not knowing if he gets off this planet.
yeah, typically I will just get the movie spoiled for me before I see it. The only movies that I've never done that in, I don't do that with Marvel movies, and I didn't do that
Hmm.
with Us by Jordan Peele, and I'm trying to not do it
Yeah.
as much, but it's a hard habit to not do.
Well, we believe in your journey. Thanks for listening to UW Comedy Hour. Tune in next week at noon, where I'll be chatting with the least treasonous trombone player in Comedy Club, Nick. Make sure to follow Rainy Dog on Instagram at RainyDawg for more great radio. Follow at UW Comedy Club on Instagram for show schedules, meeting links, and more. Remember, UW Comedy Club is having our TED Mock show this Friday at unspecified time. Uh, we have meetings every Wednesday at 6:30 where there is no experience needed to have a good time. Keep listening to Rainy Dog Radio to hear Calling from the Funhouse with Bill Pepsi. And everyone, it's been Bona Tafada talking with y'all.